him go. I was hiding in the bushes.
He's going to be really mad about that.
I don't care. I don't care about him. Stop talking about him. Listen to me. It is out there.
What? What is out there?
The world. The whole world is out there. There's trees and grass and birds.
Well, of course it's out there. The world has been burned, the world has been scorched, but it's still out there. It's not like the fire ate away the whole planet and we're sitting on some little chunk of earth hurtling through space.
No, I mean it's out there just like it was.
Well, maybe things grow back. Remember Noah? The great flood. God's green earth will be renewed. That's the whole point.
There's people.
There are not.
Are two?
You're telling me you saw people?
I did.
Maybe they were angels or devils. Daddy told us long ago that after the fire, angels and devils shall roam the earth. It's a dangerous time. That was the very reason, in case you forgot, that we were never supposed to leave the basement. You just saw some devils. You're lucky you didn't get eaten up.
They gave me something.
They did not. What?
A cheeseburger.
You're making that up.
And I ate it.
You ate it? You ate something given to you by the devils? You're gonna turn to stone or burst into flames or something.
They weren't devils, they were regular people. They were nice to me.
Baby, what are you thinking? The devil is always nice. That's the way he operates.
Sissy, 2 nights ago when I ran off, I was so scared. You know I haven't been out of this basement since we came here 7 years ago. But I couldn't help myself. That night, I looked over at him, and I could not stand it. I could not stand to be next to him. I could not stand to be in this house anymore. The window was open there in his room. Just the screen was on it. And outside, I could see outside. Upstairs there, he has windows, and some wind was coming in. And I could see some trees. He went to sleep, and I just looked out that window and smelled and listened. Something was out there. So I stood up on the bed, and I took a couple of big bounces, and I jumped right at that screen. It crashed, and I was out. I was on the ground, and I just ran as fast as I could into the woods.
I heard that. I was awake down here, and I heard the noise. Did he come after you? He did, didn't he?
He did. But out there, the trees are thick, and I'm littler than him. I'm faster. I kept running. He couldn't catch me. He kept screaming that I wouldn't make it, that the world has ended, that I wouldn't last. But this thought happened to me, Sissy. This thought.
What?
This thought just popped into my head like something you'd see in those little bubbles in the funny papers. Remember the funny papers where people talk in bubbles? I don't know why I remember the bubbles, but I did. And this is the thing that was in my bubble. To hell with you. And then I just said it out loud. And I realized that it was a prayer. It's not a prayer that you kneel for, it's a prayer you pray when you're running. So for hours and hours, I ran and I prayed to hell with you.
Baby, that'll send you straight to hell.
Yeah, maybe, but listen to what happened. After a long while, I got too tired to run, and I got really too tired to even be scared. I went to sleep, and there on the ground in the dark, and when I woke up, it was light. The sun was coming up. It was so beautiful. The sky was all purpley blue, and it was so beautiful. And the sun was also turning white over. And I started looking around me and seeing all this stuff. And that's when I realized that the world is still out there. Trees and grass and wind and birds.
Well, things grow back.
These were big trees, I'm telling you, really old big trees, older than 7 years.
It could have been a trick, a miracle.
They were just regular old trees. I got up and I started walking to the sun. I walked all day until I got under where the sun was in the sky, and I passed it up and kept walking. About frogs.
Oh no.
No, it was good. And then a whippoorwill. Remember whippoorwills? I heard one, and then I heard the soft rushing like the wind, but different. So I followed the sound, and then I saw a light in the distance. It was orange and kind of glowing, and I went towards it.
Baby, I know you're a genius and everything, but sometimes you act like you don't have a brain in that head.
And when I got closer, there were less trees, and the noise was really loud, like a rushing.
Oh, baby, how could you do something?
And it was a highway with cars and lights, and right there by the highway was my big orange glow. It was a sign.
A sign of the devil?
No, Burger King. I brought one for you. I ate one. Nothing happened to me. This one's yours. A big fat flame broiled Whopper. It took me a day to remember my way back, so it's cold now, but you can still smell it. I started out with some fries too, but I couldn't help myself.
It's real. This is the real thing.
The world isn't over. It's all out there. Hamburgers, cars, people, television, music, computers. They still have it. It's just like the way it was. He lied to us.
He would never lie to us. Why would he lie? What earthly reason does he have for lying to us about the end of the world?
Sissy, there's boys.
Boys?
Boys